Opera GX is a special version of the Opera browser, built specifically for gamers, and is also available on mobile, which can be connected to the desktop version. The browser has many features such as GX Control, allowing you to limit the CPU, RAM, and the network bandwidth you want the browser to use. I can limit the resolution that videos play at using these tools, which saves me a ton of data. We have a comparison right here between Chrome and Opera GX playing the same video, but with Opera GX's RAM and CPU limiting tool, meaning that Opera GX uses a lot less RAM. You also have integrated social media on the sidebar, with TikTok, Twitch, Discord, and more. As you can see, Opera GX is a fantastic browser for all you gamers out there. So I would see you all clicking that link in the description to download Opera GX for free today. Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleashed here today, and we are back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. And in today's video, we have a whole bunch of news regarding the success of Sonic Frontiers. That's right, a 3D Sonic game being successful. What a time we live in right now. What a time we live in. And along with the success, we also have some news on some patches for the game. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the news at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush. So we'll start off with VGC News. Sonic Frontiers has smashed the series' record for concurrent players on Steam, nearly doubling the record set by Sonic Mania 5 years ago. We're already after a banging start right here. If you're beating Sonic Mania out of all games, you know you've done well. Following the game's release last week, obviously this article is quite old now, so yeah, just bear that in mind. The Steam version has hit a peak of 19,181 concurrent players according to SteamDB. That's significantly higher than the series' previous high of 11,937, set by Sonic Mania around 5 years ago. The figure suggests a generally positive critical reception has led to increased interest in the game compared to other recent Sonic titles. For comparison, these are the top concurrent peaks set by other Sonic titles to date. So you have Sonic Frontiers at the top with 19k, then we have Mania with around 12k, then after that, number 3, there's a massive difference there, with All Stars Racing Transformed at a 6k, like, that is a huge difference there. And then with Origins, only, not even 3k there, like 2.5k, that is pathetic. I really thought that Origins would do a lot better, but clearly not. Maybe the quality of the collection wasn't really intriguing to that many people. I mean, Origins wasn't terrible, it was just good, I suppose. It was just alright. It had some nice animation, the items were pretty nice, but the games themselves had a couple of issues, and not only that, just a lack of quality of life improvements to the games, honestly. I mean, you did have the drop dash in there, which was pretty nice, but in half of the games it didn't work all that well. And then obviously it's like rushing out the team to get the game done. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I can't believe the Origins did that terribly. Like, my god, that is... I mean, to be fair, Forces is there too on 5th, about around 2k. And then even Generations 1.6k, but to be fair, Generations is quite an old game now, coming out in 2011, and yeah, I can assume that that game's pretty popular on consoles rather than just on Steam. And then yeah, after Generations we have Team Sonic Racing, sadly at 1k, then Lost Worlds at 252. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, oh my god, that is disgusting. So yeah, Frontiers is setting a new standard for Sonic games in terms of concurrent players on Steam, beating Sonic Mania, which is absolutely a fantastic one, because we know how successful Mania was with pretty much everybody. It was pretty much universally agreed that Mania was a fantastic game, and now Frontiers is nearly doubling that. Like, that's fantastic, man. Like, if Mania was that successful and had that much of an impact, how much has Sonic Frontiers done? Like, that's great to think about, man. Very good to think about. It's great to see that 3D Sonic is finally trumping 2D Sonic like it should have been a long time ago. Right, then moving on to a user called Rookie185. Got a press release from PlayOn today regarding the Monster Hunter DLC for Sonic Frontiers. It states that Sega has announced that the game will receive more free updates until next year. The Monster Hunter collaboration pack is just a starting point. This is great. It's more than great, actually, because depending on what this DLC actually is, this will keep the game going for a very long time. Because right now, unfortunately, there isn't really much to do after beating Frontiers, honestly. The game lacks a lot of replayability, which is very depressing. The only real reason to go back to the game is to start a new save file, honestly, which is what I've been doing quite a lot. I've been in the game 5 times now for context, so yeah, it's quite a lot of fun to do that, but still. We need something else to do than restarting the game over and over again, because that's going to get a bit old. To clarify, it says into next year in German. Didn't know how else to put it to fit into the tweet. It means that also in 2023 there'll be free content updates. And here's where you got the information from, and yeah, it's in German. Definitely not gonna try to read this at all, because I can do Spanish, I can do French, but I'm not even gonna try German at all, because I'm gonna fail horribly here. I can read about 5 words here: Sega, Sonic Frontiers, and then Monster Hunter. That's it. That's it. But yeah, more DLC for Sonic Frontiers coming next year, possibly. That is fantastic news. Now, I do hope there's some substantial DLC for the game, and not just more cosmetics, because while it is kind of cool to get more cosmetics, it's kind of just the bottom of the barrel at this point with DLC. I mean, we got it with Forces, Colors Ultimate, not really Origins. I mean, does the letterbox designs count? I don't know. But yeah, with Sonic Frontiers, especially it being a brand new Sonic title, like not a remaster or a collection or anything, they could do a lot with DLC, whether it's harder cyberspace stages, or a brand new island, or new enemies, or a harder mode, or an actual true final boss, because yeah, I won't spoil it, but the one we got was massively disappointing. So yeah, I hope they don't slack on DLC for Sonic Frontiers, because yeah, Forces kind of had to go with Episode Shadow, then with the Super Sonic DLC, that was not it at all. That was horrible. And then with the Sonic t-shirts, I mean, haha, funny. I think that was really it. But with Lost World, we got the Zelda DLC, we got the Yoshi DLC, the Knights DLC. That was some solid DLC. Can we have more stuff like that, please? That was absolutely amazing. Then with Unleashed, you had the DLC packs, extremely hard stages those. Then with 06, obviously, you had the hard mode or something. I don't know what it really was, but yeah, something hard mode essentially. And yeah, just hope they do the same thing with Sonic Frontiers. Please take advantage of DLC, especially with how successful the game is. They could make a lot of money off DLC because of the game's success. I mean, come on Sega, that's a lot of money to sit in there. That's some content that we want to play, so please do it, please. Right then, on to Sonic Stadium. Japan charts. Sonic Frontiers becomes fastest selling mainline Sonic game in 20 years. Sonic Frontiers has smashed series sales records in Japan, with today's Famitsu charts reporting that the Bluebell's latest adventure has racked up a total of 46,276 unit sales across all platforms. It's the highest a Sonic game has ever sold in its opening week since Sonic Adventure 2's original release on the Dreamcast. The latest Japan sales chart, provided by Famitsu via Jamatsu, shows the Nintendo Switch version of the game performing best. No surprise there, because Switch is very popular in Japan, selling 26,067 units and hitting the number 4 in the top 10 chart. The PS5 version comes next, reaching number 7 with 11111, followed closely by the PS4 version at number 8 with 9,098 unit sales. We've crunched the historical Famitsu chart numbers, and the performance is seriously impressive. Discounting spin-offs like the Mario and Sonic series, Frontiers is the biggest selling mainline Sonic game since 2001. Sonic Adventure 2 and Dreamcast opened with over 84,000 sales. It has also absolutely destroyed the week 1 total sales of Sonic Forces, which managed only a pitiful 10,000 sales in 2017. Not only that, but between 2001 and 2022, Frontiers' total week 1 sales is a multitude of times greater than the mainline average, with Lost Worlds and Generations Japanese opening weeks managing an average of around 5k units. So yeah, not only is Sonic Frontiers beating the concurrent players on Steam record, it's also selling extremely well in Japan, which is absolutely fantastic. One of Kishimoto's biggest goals with Sonic Frontiers was to appeal more to the Japanese audience, and yeah, he's definitely succeeded there. Right now we move on to Tails' channel with some more details on the sales of the game. So you can see right here the Japan software sales of Sonic Frontiers. So we have the Switch version at number 4, just under God of War Ragnarok. Then for number 7 and 8, Sonic Frontiers for PS5 and 4. Now if you think about it right now, in total, as it says right then the bottom left, we got 46,000 in total sales for the game. So that means in reality, Frontiers is sitting at the top of the chart right now if you combine all the different versions of the game. I mean, with God of War Ragnarok right here, you put 29,000 plus 11,000, that makes about 40k, which is a lot less than 46k. And then with, what's this called? Tactics Ogre Reborn, 12.5k plus about 8k or something. That's about 20k or something like that. So yeah, right now Frontiers is topping charts if you combine all those versions together, which is pretty interesting. I mean, we're beating God of War right now, in Japan at least, so that's great. And now we can see right here for the UK box sales, Frontiers is sitting at hefty number 4, only FIFA 23, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then obviously God of War Ragnarok. And I'm also beating Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, the thing about this is that it needs to stay there. It needs to stay in this top 10 chart like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because we need the game to keep on selling all the time. For example, with Colors Ultimate, obviously, that game was at the top of the charts when that game first released, but obviously after that, it kind of fell off and was never seen really again. So we need Frontiers to be different. It needs to be on these charts all the time now. Just keep on selling all the time. That's the goal right here. If Frontiers can have a lasting impact on the series as a whole and just gaming in general, that'd be amazing, man. Just amazing. Right, the final bit of news in terms of patches for the game. Here's a look at the patch notes for version 1.10 of Sonic Frontiers. Reports from Push Square and others say that this update is being rolled out to PC, Xbox and PlayStation platforms. Don't know what's happening with Switch there, but yeah. So we have the update notes. Fix random crashing bugs, address audio related issues, added UI improvements, added gameplay optimizations, added stability and performance improvements, and then other minor fixes. Now, the UI improvements, I hope there's something to do with the Starfall event with the thing covering the top of the screen. That was extremely annoying. And then also with the Series S version, there's supposed to be a performance mode in there to give you 60 FPS, but it's not there for some reason. Now, Katie did say in a Sonic official livestream that there's going to be an update to that, so that's going to be coming soon, so I hope that does be in this update, and if not, I hope it comes very soon because, yeah, I played the PS5 version of the game and it's so beautiful, man, they're so smooth, man. I need 60 FPS immediately, please. Anyways, that about does it for today's video. So yes, the success of Sonic Frontiers is absolutely massive right now. We're smashing records left, right, and center here. Then we got some more DLC coming out next year, and then some more patches coming out right now, so in general, Sonic Frontiers right now is looking pretty solid. It looks like Sega and Kishimoto have achieved their goals with the game, which is absolutely brilliant, man. I love to see this with a 3D Sonic game, man. But what do you guys think of this news? What do you think the DLC is going to be next year? Let me know down below. Love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed. Press that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I will see you all next time. Peace!